Hey guys, I'm finally back with a set of nails perfect for summer, so come along with me to see how it is that I got these orange glittery nails done. So for starters, I'm going with my cuticle pusher and I'm pushing my cuticle back just to make sure I have a clean workspace to work with. And it looks like I'm doing it harder than I am, but no, this should not hurt. If it does hurt, you're doing it way too hard. Like I always say, slow down, don't push too hard. And there's different ways of removing the cuticle, cleaning the cuticle. This is just one of them. I push it back using the cuticle pusher and you can see some of that cuticle on there. And then the other way is using the other end of my cuticle pusher and kind of like scraping, even though that sounds a little bit harsh, but this step shouldn't hurt as well. Or the other, and my favorite, is using a diamond bit. This is very gentle, it's at a low speed, and I go around the cuticle making sure I remove all of the dried up skin that's on there, the pterygium, to make sure that it's nice and ready for the acrylic to be sucked up by the nail, otherwise known as better adherence. And I like to do this method. I actually like to do a combination of all the methods that I just showed you. Then I go in with my little cuticle bit, the little circle ball looking thing, and then just clean up the cuticle area, make sure there are no like hangnails. I tend to get hangnails a lot. I do tend to pick up my nails. That's a big no-no as well, but you know. And also the importance of cuticle oil to prevent all of this. But since we are not perfect, I'm using the cuticle ball. And then whatever hangnails I do have left, in my preference, I rather remove them. It's up to you, but if you do decide, just be very careful when doing so. Then I'm gonna move on with my zebra arbor band, and it is at a low speed as well. And I don't leave it too long in one area, and I don't really want to do it too long in the nail, in the natural nail. It's just a little bit to kind of buff the surface area of the nail to help it be a little bit more scuffed up or porous in order for it to have the acrylic adhere better. But do not overdo it, otherwise you're going to thin your nails out, and then that's where you're going to have breakage issues, and that's no bueno. Anyways, remove the excess dust with a big fluffy brush, and then I go in with my alcohol. I spray that alcohol all over my nails, and then with a brush, I am brushing down, never up towards the cuticle, because otherwise you're just going to shove everything back up there, and that's not what you want. After that's done, I go ahead and measured my tips. I'm going to be using these, and just make sure you measure side to side, not too big, not too small, because then they're going to pop off. This is the glue that I use, and I wanted to leave this part in there because many times people ask me, how do you know when a product is expired? In the case of glue, as you will see here, this is how you know. First of all, you're having issues to get the glue out of the tube. That's your red flag number one. Another is the viscosity, or how heavy or how liquidy the glue feels. It's kind of hard to explain, but basically if it's a little bit too thick, it's already expired. Might as well just throw it away, because it's not gonna glue properly. Like you see here, it gives me a lot of trouble, and this is a really good glue. Usually it takes a few seconds and it is just glued onto the nail, and if it's taking longer than it normally, it's already just better to discard it. I will have this product and a lot of my other nail products, favorite nail products, linked in the description box below, so that you can go ahead and click it and then just go find them. Here I wanted to do a kind of long tapered nail, or ballerina type of nail, so I just cut off right above the number of the tip, and then I'm filing it because I do like them nice and sharp. These tend to be a little bit of an oval kind of shape, so I'm just getting my hand file and making sure that the sidewalls and the tip of the nail are extra sharp, because that is how I like them. But you do you, boo. This is just what I like. That's not a lot of, I like to start off with these kind of oval nails, kind of almond tips, because then I just cut the tip and then I go off and shape the nail, the sides and the front and the tip. and it doesn't take as long. But as you can see, I'm doing it on top of my nail dust collector, which I absolutely love. It's by Young Nails, FYI. That one I did not get on Amazon. That one I got it directly from the seller. Now you see me go in with my arbor band, and I'm just doing over the tip of the artificial nail. I'm not filing on my natural nail, and this is just to make it nice and flush. And then I also like to remove the shine of my tip. You don't have to do it. A lot of people just go on directly on the glossy tip. I just prefer it. I feel like I have better manageability with my acrylic. I just like it when it's buffed. And again, I remove the excess dust, and then by that I use the alcohol and my little brush. And again, remember to brush down, not up. In the video you can't really tell because I'm going so fast, but I'm actually lifting in between each time. And don't forget about the bottom of the nails. Here I'm using my own nail dehydrator. Basically it's just alcohol and acetone, putting it on the natural nail. Just try to put it on the actual nail, not on the cuticle, so that it doesn't dry it out even more. And then the nail primer that I'm using is Mia's Secret. People ask me if this is important to use. Yes, both the dehydrator and the primer are essential to prevent lifting and longer wear. And then here, every single time that I use or that I do my sets, I always put a clear base of acrylic. And it's just a thin bead. It doesn't have to be thin. You're not forming the nail. But I use this to protect my natural nail. And then also, since if I'm going to be doing like a design change, and when it comes time to file down the previous colors or whatever, then I'm not filing directly on my natural nail. There's a little thin barrier of that acrylic. So that's why I like to do this. And it also protects my nail from like certain strong pigments, if I ever do use them. I'm going to be using this Cover Peach, this glow in the dark orange neon acrylic by Fantasy Nails. It does glow, however, it's not really a bright orange, and I forgot to take a picture of them at night when they do glow. And they get charged by regular room light, UV light, sunlight, you know. But yeah, every time I go down to bed and I kind of see them at night, it's kind of freaky. But I really love this orange. I've been wanting to do like a bright summer orange color, and I'm like, this is a perfect color. As you can see, I start at the tip of the nail, and then once I get closer to the apex area, I just kind of lightly brush up the acrylic, making sure I clean my sidewalls so that there's no excess of acrylic on the sides, and so that it doesn't distort my nail shape, and that I also don't spend so much time in filing. One thing that I wanted to say was, do not get pressured by that idea that you have to do your acrylic nails in a certain amount of beads. I've received comments saying, oh, you're supposed to do the 3 bead method, or you're only supposed to do the 2 bead or 1 bead method, or you're not supposed. No. Especially when watching Instagram videos and other people do their nails, especially because they're professionals, we can easily get tricked into thinking, oh, we have to do the same thing. No, we just do whatever works. In my case, I sometimes do a 1 bead, I sometimes do a 2 bead, I sometimes do a 3 bead method, sometimes I do a 10 bead method. Hey, it's whatever it gets the job done, and the nail has the right structure. That's all that matters to me. I'm not competing with anybody, nor am I trying to be like anybody else. I'm just trying to get my nails done for cheap on my own and enjoy the process, because this is fun for me. I'm not trying to copy anybody. I'm not trying to follow trends. It's just me. Whatever is easy for me. And if I can do it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bead methods, I'll do whatever it takes, you know? And so that's just something that I really wanted to point out. Like, it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing, especially on social media. Like, you do whatever makes the job easier for you. I'm not a professional, never have I ever pretended to be. So my struggles are real, especially at the cuticle area. I'm going to be honest. I rather take smaller beads and work my way up, but make sure that the acrylic is not flooding the cuticle, and so that I don't get lifting. That's more important to me than to be like the Instagram nail baddie or whatever, you know? That's just me. What I have found easy for me in this case when applying at the cuticle area is apply my bead, let it set for a few seconds, and then brush my acrylic on one side, then move on to the other side of the nail, and then work on the center. And that has given me better nail structure than before, than when I used to just apply the bead, immediately start working on it, and I would start from the middle, and then it all kind of floods to the sides of the nails. So that's why I like to place my bead, let it set, and then work side, side, and then center. Here I'm using my glitter, my orange glitter as a base, because I'll show you later on what I'm gonna do. But a little quick tip, and I wish I would have thought about this before when I just started doing my acrylic nails and using my own glitter mixes. I would grab the glitter, clear acrylic, get a container, mix it, and then there's this whole bunch of glitter that you have just, or product in general that you've used up. Instead of doing that, just grab a kind of wet of a small bead of acrylic, of clear acrylic, dip it in your glitter, and then apply it directly to the nail. This is what you see me do here, and that way I waste or use less product, and I'm not stuck with like these huge tubs of different colored beads or glitters. Here I'm using this amazing Rhinestone Gel. It is cured by UV. It makes my rhinestones stick, and they stay till I take my nails off, and I love it. I'll link it down in the description box. I think it's called my Amazon nail favorites. I try to use Amazon because it's easier for people to find the products. I have a lot of people that follow me from Mexico, here in the USA, and then like people from Germany, just different places, and Amazon I think is a great place to find them, especially if you have Prime. But anyways, I'm using my dotting tool, just getting a little bit of that gel UV rhinestone adhesive. That's a mouthful. Get my little rhinestone, and then get a flat surface and really make sure to like smash it down so that it's nicely adhered to the nail and the glue. Then I'm gonna flash cure it, which means just stick it in the UV nail lamp for a few seconds. You don't have to stick it there for the full minute and 30 seconds. You just stick it for a few seconds there. Make sure it's not gonna move around while I'm working with it. And then as I go and apply my top coat, it'll finish curing. So here you see me work. I'm going to do 3D flowers. And the best tip I can give you is mix equal parts monomer to acetone and mix it with your brush. And then you get your bead of acrylic, and it dries faster and it doesn't move as easy. So it's better to form 3D acrylic designs than to just work directly with monomer, because if you work with monomer, the bead will tend to be kind of runny, and then it's hard because it's not going to stay, it's going to keep moving. So that's what I like to do. Okay, so remember that nail that I said I was going to do a base of glitter? What I'm going to do now is the sugar effect, but I like it doing like this. I like doing it like this because then it seems to last longer. In case the sugar effect does fall off, I still have that bottom glitter layer. So this is obviously after I have filed and shaped the nails and removed the dust. Now I go in with that same UV gel glue kind of thing, and then with my silicone brushes, which I absolutely love, I put a thin coat all over the nails, including the sidewalls. I also have those silicone brushes in my Amazon favorites. Description in the box, link in the description box. Then I just get that same orange glitter that I used before and then just sprinkle it all over the nail, making sure that I do cover the sidewalls and the tip. So don't worry about if I'm wasting so much product. I'm not. That's why I have that little triangle on the bottom. It's catching all the loose glitter that it's falling off. And then in the end, I'm just going to go ahead and put it back into the container. Here I'm just tapping the excess, making sure, because I noticed I didn't have enough glitter on the tip of the nail, so you see me kind of dip it in there. And then tap off the excess, making sure it's not distorting the sidewalls, making sure if there's any bald spots, I go ahead and fill it in with more glitter. And again, top off the excess and then stick it in the lamp. After I have stuck it in the lamp for it to cure, I get a little light brush and then remove all the loose glitter. And my favorite part, guys, these glitters, oh, perfection for summer and spring, anytime, but these are, I think, just yell summer. And I'm going to be using these orange ones in combination with my other crystals, my other rhinestones, which are, I think, AB crystals. All of these products, like I said, are linked in my description box, and it'll take you to my Amazon page, my favorites, and you'll find it all of my stuff that I've used in this video. But anyways, this is the end result. I decided to go with a matte look, except for that sugary nail. You can see obviously it glitters a lot, but I love it. I think it's perfect for summer. I hope you guys also enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so, and comment below if there's anything in particular you want to see, either any type of nail designs, methods, colors. Please leave me a comment below, or even just comment below saying hi, where you're watching from. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time and being patient in order for me to upload videos. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you at the next one. Bye.